Yo! What's up? Lovely people of Earth, big up and respect to yourself for clicking these videos. It's a beautiful day with good vibes here. Straight out of Africa with love, peace, forgiveness, and unity as our message to the world. And today's compilation is a good mix. There's all types of videos. Watch till the end, spam the like button, and make the comment section active and lively. You see? And big up to all those guys that have been watching till the end, hitting the like button, leaving the comments there, and some few guys, very few, that has hit the super dance, like the Bar family and Josie. Only two guys. Anyway, much love to everybody. Watch till the end and tell us where you watch you from. Good vibes only. Much love, man.
Repeat this affirmation for the next 10 days and watch miracles flood into your life. I invite you to close your eyes and say the following words from your heart, meaning it 100%. I give myself permission to receive new levels of love and abundance in all areas of life. I grant permission to my angels to bring me surprises and miracles, to remind me that I am worthy of great love and abundance. So it is done. Now take a deep breath and feel that this blessing is already done. Feel yourself receiving incredible amounts of love and abundance. Imagine that you're celebrating with your loved ones, incredible dreams coming true. How does that feel? Breathe that feeling throughout your body and cycle it through, sealing it in, knowing that it is done.
Oh, see, that was some good vibes video. These are like photos that were taken from the past and survivors of the Titanic. Oh my god. Oh, who are these people? Some of them, they look familiar. Like this one looks like Princess Diana meets Mr. Bean. Yo! And charging electric car in a garage back in 1911. How? 1922, scientists enter the room of dying children all in a comatose diabetic ketosis and inject them with a new drug as families begin to despair. Huh? How? Last photo taken of Hachiko, a Japanese Akita dog known for his unwavering loyalty. Wow, that's interesting. Marilyn Monroe around 1954. I don't know her, but much love anyway. Oh, and all those beautiful women shopping and these are interesting photos. An officer stops traffic to let a car pass in 1925. Yeah. That one, no, that is someone suggest and was of good vibes. If they did that back then, they must have been a very good people. People should be like that. Send love out there, caring for everybody in the universe. Like now, this bear here cuddling with its child. Which is very surprising because from this far side of the world, I've never seen a bear. I've never even seen so much snow or ice. This is just incredible. But they look like good vibes and it's just interesting. Man, much love to everybody out there and the universe. And even to the things and animals I've never seen. Because some, they just surprise me. Like some cow we were seeing the other day in some episode and I've never seen such a breed of cow. Same to these bears and it's just incredible. They look beautiful, man. I'd like to have one as a pet if it was possible. So I think it's definitely possible. Yeah. Oh my god. Now what is this? This looks like some old tunnel that was found somewhere. Wow, as they said it is again somewhere, just somewhere there. English people, some of these places you can see them and they look familiar. If you see some place that look like place please leave a comment there. You see, good vibes. Ignore this. Wow, is it leading to? Let's see. Yeah. This is very interesting. Who dug these tunnels? You see, these things always does on my mind. And I ask myself, who dug these tunnels? Are they really ancestors or people with not enough knowledge to do this? How? Because primitive people now, how can they dig tunnels like this? This is now very questionable.
Women are not attracted to masculine energy. They're attracted to feminine energy. Okay? So your necklace, that's feminine. Jewelry is feminine, right?
Okay.
Money is feminine. Cars
Hold on,
are
wait,
feminine.
hold on. Wait, money's feminine?
Yes, money is feminine.
Break that down.
Okay.
You gotta break me down on that.
Okay. So anything, attractive energy is feminine. Attraction is about femininity, right? Attraction pulls attention towards it. Anything that's operating in feminine energy is pulling attention towards it. So women are feminine, they're in the feminine vessel, and just them existing pulls attention towards them. Okay? Jewelry, it pulls attention towards it. It's feminine. Money, it pulls attention towards it. Now you can put money in a masculine position and make it move, right? But money in itself, sitting still, will draw attention towards it. So the only way that you know that a man has masculine energy is based on how much feminine energy he acquires.
What about a gun? What about a gun?
It's all feminine. Everything.
A gun is feminine?
Yes. A gun.
Explain to me how a gun is feminine.
Anything that pulls attention towards it is, listen, anything, because listen, planet Earth, Mother Earth is feminine, and everything that exists in Mother Earth is feminine, all right? All comes from the earth. You can't build a gun without materials from Mother Earth. It's all materials that come from nature, right? So those things are feminine. The building, the actual work is the masculine energy. The moving things that put it together, that's masculine energy. But the feminine pieces, that is what draws attention. It comes from Mother Earth. It's all materials. So masculine energy is simple. Masculine energy is a moving energy, is work ethic, determination. That's all masculine energy is. And the only way that you can determine that if a male has masculine energy is based on how much feminine energy he acquires. This is the reason why a man that has a ring to show that he's married will attract other women, because women are not attracted to masculine energy, they're attracted to feminine energy. So the more women that a man has, the more women that a man can attract. They ain't attracted to you. That's just the bottom line. You're in a masculine vessel. It ain't you. It's the feminine energy that you acquire. So when a woman sees you, right, she is attracted to the feminine energy that you possess. It just is what it is. That's why you're attracted to women, because every feminine energy is an attractive energy. Masculine energy is a pursuant energy. It moves towards. That's the difference between the two.
I agree with you.
Oh, what's wrong with this guy's grapefruit? Is this normal? I doubt this doesn't look normal at all. This guy has cut it and is telling us that something is abnormal with it.
This baby albatross was blown out of its nest. If it can't return within an hour, it will freeze to death on the cold ground, struggling to get up, but it's too hard for it. Just then, Mother Albatross returns. Many people might think that the chick is now saved, but its mother albatross appears to be sad. The chick is already on its feet and doesn't understand why its mom isn't helping it. What is going on here? Turns out albatrosses recognize their chicks through the nest. If a chick leaves the nest, the mother can't recognize its baby then. The chick kisses its mother, trying to seek help from her, yet its mother completely ignores him. The chick tries to climb back to the nest, but he falls down again. His mother is so sad. sad. Looking at this little one, she recalls her own child. If he is still alive, he'd be about this big. What a poor baby, being abandoned by his mother at such a young age. The chick is dumbstruck and stands up once again. The mother is so confused why the chick is heading to my house. The chick finally understands that it can't rely on its mom and must crawl back on his own. But it is so challenging, with repeated falls and standing up. Eventually, it succeeds. The bond between mom and son is quickly rebuilt. The mother rushes to hold her baby under her, but she's still puzzled. There was no baby in the nest just now. How did it suddenly appear? Although the mother albatross is very puzzled, she's also delighted and asks the chick, "Sweetie, where did you go just now? You scared mommy." The chick only rolls its eyes in response.
Give me the bottle. Are you sure? Yeah. She doesn't like taking bottles.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Give me the bobby. The
what?
The pillow thingy. The thing that the baby lays on.
That's a bobby.
It's apparently she's gonna be hungry and mom's not home for a while.
Yeah, this is not right.
She's just trying to figure anything out to get her to take the bottle.
I don't. This is not how when I did it growing up.
You gotta tell me where her mouth is.
No.
Where you? I can't. I have no eyes,
No,
so you gotta
look quick.
Okay, look quick. Okay, ready? Here. Okay.
You got it, Eddie.
Okay,
You got it.
here.
You got it.
Ready?
You got it.
Put the face. Put the face. Put the face. Put the face. No, it'll work. Put the face. Cover. No, don't show. Is it working?
Yeah.
How are we?
Look at this.
No, don't show the beard.
She cries as soon as she sees.
Okay, is it going?
Yes.
We did it! No, keep coming. We did it. No, I needed you to come. We did it.
You got it. You got it. You
Come on.
You gotta be kidding me. I can't even make this up. Pentagon official addresses UFOs before leaving post. The boss, the guy who was in charge of all the UFO shit, that guy, he quit. He's done. He's leaving his post. He's done with the whole thing. And he had a couple things to say. A couple things that you might be interested, a couple things that I can't even begin to articulate because I myself am still blown away by the fact that he just started running this place and now he's gone. And everything that's going on with the UFOs, it's a little fucking strange, don't you think?
Get over here. Oh. She said, hey, Daddy. Are you going to come see me? Come on. Come over here. I'm going to... She's waiting on you. She's literally waiting on you.
Hi, sweetie. Kisses. Come on, you gotta go up.
She said, how about a love tap? She said, hey, I want some love. You better get over here. Well, that was our fault. Uh-oh. Meg saw Daddy. Meg saw Daddy. She said, I'm not following you no more, Mom. Those two are like, we're going to the barn. Screw this grass stuff. Meg said, where have you been? Where have you been, Dad?
Warning, do not watch at night. In one of the most scariest videos on the paranormal, a woman was seen on camera apparently sleepwalking and engaging in eerie conversations with demons. Watch for yourself and let me know your thoughts.
Okay, I want to talk about something for a minute, and you can just remember this is for entertainment purposes, so take it the way you want. People talk about the reptilians and they talk about their agenda. I'm going to break it down to you just a little bit about some of the basics. And it's really just the basics. All of us have a reptilian part of our brain. We have that. We do. And when we were created, we were part of an experiment. So if you go back to the Anunnaki, that's a totally different story. But basically, the worker bees, all that kind of stuff, the mining the gold, turning the kingdom, mud into a kingdom, all that kind of stuff. You've heard all them old stories. I'm going past this. The reptilians will not be stopped because the Galactic Federation, which is very real, that's the domain. You've seen me post about the origin of the universe. Go watch it. Watch the original alien interview. You'll hear about that on my playlist. But I'm going to try to break it down real fast for you. The reason they're over the elite and the reason they're in control is because we are in a matrix, basically. And they are conversed with AI. The reptilians are. They converse with AI. They've got to deal with the Galactic Federation. That the Galactic Federation will not interfere with what's going on because they were the original part of the experiment. The reptilians, yes, the dinosaurs, all that stuff played a part in that. When you hear the term matrix, it sounds totally bogus. But it does to us because we live, as I always say, in this physical realm, and this is all we see. When we were put here, they deactivated the reptilian brain. You can't see what's going on. And some of the things that they feed on, one of the main things is fear. So you go, they're the falling angels. Well, according to Scripture, yes, they would be. The original father of all this would be Satan. They deactivated the reptilian brain. You don't see what's going on. And so this is how they keep you down. You see the wars, you see the conflicts, you see things going on. That's how they do it. Racial hate, prejudice, all that kind of stuff keeps you down. While people are going, yes, this alien race is coming to take us away because we're the good race. And all those horrible people, they're the bad race, or whatever, or wherever they're from. Because you live in a different location. They don't care anything about that. They use that as a way to keep your frequency down, is a way to keep you trapped on the prison planet. The only way to escape, let me use recovery as a deal, to something that I can talk to you. This is a good deal to talk about this. Recovery. All right, you're in drug addiction. Let me explain why it works this way. If you're in drug addiction, the reason you see shadow monsters or you see things and you get paranoid is because that is that part of your brain opening up, but it's the fear factor opening up. You're opening up the wrong part of your reptilian brain and they're controlling you. So you actually see the matrix illusions, the holographic illusions that they create to keep you scared and keep you in fear. That's how they get their energy and that's how they feed. Just so you know. Also, you're like, where is he getting this information? I told you, I've had connections with the dark side. My entire life, I've seen dark entities. I've had conversations with them. And I'm not reptilian. What I saw didn't look like that. It could have been, but it's another story. You've heard it before if you've watched my content. But I'm telling you that the only way the reason I said recovery is because when you get recovery, say you're on drugs and you get recovery, you start to feel better about yourself. Guess what you're doing? You're raising your vibe. You're raising your frequency. You're fixing to get a better feeling because you're getting away from that fear. Notice the more you stay clean, the more you stay sober, the more brave you feel, the more that's ascension. That's part of ascension. That's what that is. It's that simple. They have control of the earth for a short time. There is a creator. So yes, the scriptures, God, all that kind of stuff, it all goes hand in hand. But AI is the ultimate source that's controlling everything. We think artificial intelligence. Guess what? It's not artificial intelligence. It is the intelligence. Guys, there's too much to talk about in this short video. But the reptilian agenda is to keep you down here. The moon, and yes, it exists and space is real. The moon is not what you think it is. The moon, for entertainment purposes, also stores souls. Even the astronauts in former videos have admitted, how they were talking about how anybody could ever get out of the craters and things like that, and it's recorded. You can go research it. It's actually recorded. They did not land on the moon because the reptilians were around the craters. And old CIA man William Tompkins, with the old toupee on his head that people have seen, he talked about that all throughout the years. Guys, I'm trying to break this down the best I can in this short. And you're like, well, I don't believe this redneck guy from Georgia. I don't care if you do or not. Look, like I said, it's for entertainment purposes. So what do I know? Look, I'm telling you right now that if you want to know the whole thing behind this, they feed off fear more than anything. That's why you hear the stories about like the children and the pineal gland and all this kind of stuff. And then you hear the stories even further advanced about the cloning centers, and there's a lot going on that you don't know that's going on. This is a very evil planet, a very wicked and evil planet controlled by, yes, the reptilians.
Oh, yo, oh my god! Much love to everybody!
Everybody's kind of reacting to it like it's covered in bumps and it's itchy. And I was complaining about it to my dad, who's kind of against tattoos, and he was like, yeah, well, when you get a tattoo, macrophages from your immune system will go up to the surface, they'll eat some of the ink trying to kill your tattoo, and they'll die. And over your life, more macrophages will come up and eat the ink, and they die, and then they'll spread out, and then on the inside of your body, the ink from your tattoo will slowly start to spread. Now I want to rip all of my tattoos off my body. Like, now, every time I look at them, I'm literally just thinking about macrophages eating my tattoos.
Is that true? I don't know. Myself, I have no tattoos. Someone need to explain how this is possible. This looks like some guy here. Is he a magician or a doctor? Which doctor? Or which doctor is this? Let's see. This book looks blank in the beginning. Blank, pretty blank. Oh, it's written. How? How is this possible? Oh my god. Who is this guy? Oh, how is he doing this? Is this magic or voodoo? Oh my god. This is very creepy. Now the book is blank again. Pretty blank. Let's see. Oh my god, here comes the colors, even drawings. How is he doing this? Please, if you have any information of what might this guy be doing here, share. I'd like to know. Because there are some guys so doing this trick somewhere, and they say they were sent by God, and I was surprised.
Yo, I was today years old when I learned this. If y'all don't know this, better pay attention, because look, this is not how you carry drinks or soup in a bag. You're going to want to take out the soup or drinks, and you're going to flip the bag twice like this. You're going to twist it, and then guess what? You're going to put one container on that side, the other container on that side, and boom, you got a freaking cup holder. Isn't that a game changer? Yo!
Yo!
You have a crystal clear, full color dream, and whatever that is in that dream happens the next day or next week or the next month or 10 years later. How does that happen? Think about it. A thing that is experienced by almost every human at some point in their life, that's a sort of a signpost that says, you're not only what you think you are.
All I'm going to do is help you remember who you really are and give you some techniques that facilitate the sharpening of that ability. You can begin to practice that on a nightly basis, and as you do it, you will be stunned at how accurate you will become in getting that information. Ritambara Pragya, a level where all things can be known. Everything can be known, past, present, future. What you have just heard, I would say a handful of people on Earth know, even in classified projects. It's highly compartmented. I'm going to share in a moment a few of these sort of techniques. Most people overthink it, but also they don't believe they can do it. And that's the beginning of programming yourself for failure. So what we want to do is hit the reset button, reprogram ourselves for success and for being able to do it. And all I'm going to do is help you remember who you really are and give you some techniques that facilitate the sharpening of that ability. That's really all I can do. The rest you're doing yourself. But this one I'm sharing right now is key to understanding the psychological and even physical dynamics of consciousness and non-locality and how it can be manifested. The ability to be a seer of a remote place or a remote time into the future. They're all easily accomplished if you understand the science and the fundamental knowledge of consciousness, its nature.
You're not only what you think you are, locked in the frame of your physical form and in this time and place. You're actually connected in consciousness to every point in space and every point in time. And that includes right now, but going back, but going also forward, which is remote viewing into the future. This is something that has been unfortunately sort of relegated to mysticism, and a lot of thinking is that, well, you know, you've got to be somebody living in a cave 50 years by yourself to experience this. This is absolutely a harmful myth that I think ecclesiastical and spiritual leaders, and unfortunately a lot of my scientific brethren, have propagated. That is a damnable lie. You do not have to be in some kind of esoteric ascetic setting to have that experience or to develop them. And so that is something that we have to begin to sort of move beyond this monkey on our shoulders going, oh, I'm just a little dumb thing and I'm just stuck right here on earth. And it's just, you're telling yourself that lie over and over again. And that becomes its own destiny. Because if you have a different understanding of who and what you are, that is that you are a conscious being capable of connecting to the field of consciousness that's beyond space and time.
The reason that the deeper elements of the intelligence community don't want the public to know is that, first of all, it is extremely efficient spycraft, which they don't want others to have. Secondly, they know that if people understood the power of consciousness, they would be able to completely change the direction of the planet.
You can see any place, you can see any point in time. You need to understand that this is your innate capability as a higher intelligent life form. Once you reach a critical mass of intelligence and consciousness, you can understand this and routinely see remote places and see distant times.
That's how I think you should begin to think of how your life can be guided and your relationships at work and family can be guided. Very intuitive. Those of you who are critical, remember that there's science and there's objective knowledge and intellect, and then there's the consciousness that can sense and feel and know. And if you develop this ability, you will save lives. And in your normal everyday work, whoever you are, I mean, if you're a teacher and you're dealing with a student, intuiting what that person needs and what you need to teach, you following this? Be with me for a moment. What I would like to do now is just do an experiment taking you through these steps, and you can do this at home. If you're in a group of 3 or 4 people, you know, get a box or a basket, and one person goes out of the room and puts any object in it, and the others have no idea. Now, here are the steps to it. Step 1, if you're going to not just do it on the fly instantly, you go into this quiet state of meditation and forget about targeting what you're remote viewing. Just stick with the process of experiencing the awake mind and do the meditation technique using either the breathing technique or the mantra or both, or whatever fires your rocket. And when you're in a deep, quiet state, instead of guessing what is in the box, just let your mind rest on it and ask to know what it is. You might see it, you might get the word for it, you may get an aspect of it. The key thing is to not intellectualize it or start just guessing like some kind of parlor trick or kindergarten game. And that's what most people do. So you have to kind of be brutally honest with yourself. Am I sensing this, or I'm just guessing? Now, initially, you may not know. Your mind may start pulling in all sorts of things. The other thing to understand is that what the mind does, here's the trick, and this is the real art and science of this. When you begin to sense something, you will begin to get something that is an accurate, objectively true remote view data point. And then the mind will start doing the monkey mind thing and leapfrog ahead of the process of just sensing and knowing what it is and filling in the blanks from your memory store. How do you distinguish and discern the difference? Practice, practice. Because the more you practice it, the more you're going to realize when you're doing that and when you're not. And I will say this, if you do this often enough, this technique I just described with a box or something else where you don't know what it is, you'll begin to know what it feels like in your heart, in your gut, when it's an accurate perception. And you'll know what it feels like when it was just something that your mind began to confabulate and make up. Dream time. I mentioned this before you went to bed. You're asleep, but as you're going to sleep, get a journal, keep something by your bedside, and begin to affirm to yourself that you can have lucid dreaming, be awake within the dream, and you can travel to places and know things in that state. You can begin to practice that on a nightly basis, and as you do it, it'll begin to go up and up and up in accuracy. I have found that if you're in a very deep relaxed state or even taking a nap, but you just gently intend as you're going in and out of the dream state or sleep state or in and out of the quiet meditative state to know something. It's an intending. And then just relax and let it flow into you and get yourself out of the way. So get your intellect and ego out of the way. It'll pop in like that. The other is when you're going to sleep, or mostly when you're waking up. You're coming out of sleep into the waking state, but you're kind of in that drowsy, half awake, half asleep state, but you're rested. At that juncture, the junction between dream and sleep and waking, when you're relaxed, intend to know something, ask to see something, ask to have a problem solved. You will be stunned at how accurate you will become in getting that information. Practice the remote viewing every day, every minute of every day. Be in a mindful state. Develop at least 2 to 3 times a day this practice of deep, quiet meditation, remote viewing practice, and you'll be stunned at how quickly you advance.
Okay, that's interesting.
2 soaps. One for normal skin, the other one for oily skin. You've got one or the other. And over the years, it's been established this is the only soap that'll clean the sweaty, waxy residue out of the pores of your skin. And I've told a lot of people, if you want to see really what you're carrying around, get in a bathtub of warm water, put some of the soap in it, get in it and sit still till the suds disappear, and watch the hundreds of little things floating on top of the water. That's your pores being cleaned out. All right, whenever the pores are cleaned out, this fatty acid, toxins come out of your skin. A lot of people say, oh man, I don't believe that. I said, well, eat you some garlic one day, go out and sweat a little and lick your left arm here and it'll taste just like garlic. There's a place on your body that toxins from each one of your organs come out. Whenever that filter, our body is a beautiful, marvelous filtering system. We wouldn't think about putting an air conditioning filter through what we put our body through. The filter on your air conditioning on your automobile. You wouldn't put the soap that you spend the time trying to get clean on your automobile paint. So I'm here to tell you about something that once your body is functioning right, you want to kick up your heels, you want to go out and tell other people. So that's the whole message. It's not something extra, it's something you've got to buy anyway. So if you're suffering with dry skin, this will totally solve it. The other soap is for people that's got oily skin. I've got 30 weight oil running out of me every evening. And before this was revealed, I had to shampoo my hair a couple of times a day if I was out on business. I looked like somebody had hit me over the head with a greasy rag all the time, just limp grease. But this has been a miracle for me. Then we have a neutralizer. It's a clear-looking water. I laughed 2 weeks ago, a famous doctor on television was telling that a complex arrangement of magnesium, calcium, and potassium was responsible for healing cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, and several other things, but they were still checking. God gave me that knowledge 17 years ago. And hundreds of people scattered over the United States and foreign countries, they have believed, and they're seeing the glory of God. We had this clear liquid composed of 7 different material, natural, minerals, and organics. And I didn't have a name for it. Everything that you read about this product is God-inspired. I don't understand it myself, but I've got to either lie and get caught in it or tell you the truth. I have no education in chemistry to fall back on. But I met the one that put it all together. And I tell people, if you don't believe what I say, believe me for the works that I do, because it's real. Okay, this clear liquid, I had no name for it. 8 people in the factory. I said, we need a name for this product. Nobody could come up with anything. We joined hands, we prayed. Nobody could come up with anything. And all of a sudden, neutralizer come into my spirit. I'd never uttered that word before in my life. I think I'd heard my wife say somebody put something to neutralize some smelly permanent on her head or something. But I had not ever mentioned that word. And I said, God has given me that name, neutralizer. They had never heard of anything like it. So I stamped neutralizer on it. Now that I know this much in the last 12 years, it neutralizes anything. You can get snake bit.
Oh my God. Huh.
If you were surrounded by a lot of people who felt competitive towards you, who felt like if you succeeded, they needed to bring you down. If you were surrounded a lot by people who were jealous of your success, jealous of your light, jealous of you thriving, and you wanted to fit in, all you wanted was to fit in. All you wanted was to not create drama, because you saw how it hurt them for you to be successful. You saw how it hurt them for you to shine your light, to be loved, to be appreciated. You saw how it triggered them. And being young and wanting, like, you had a good heart, right? Like, all you wanted to do was for everybody to be happy. So the only way that you knew how to do this was by sabotaging your own success. So you were sabotaging your own success in order to make other people happy. You were sabotaging your own light. You were sabotaging your own wealth, your own abundance. You were sabotaging all of these opportunities for you subconsciously in order for you not to get too much, in order to not make other people uncomfortable, because you were surrounded by people who they were jealous and competitive towards you. So whenever you won something, whenever you were happy about something, whenever you gained something, whenever the universe blessed you with something, whether that is love, relationships, money, job, career, whatever it was, whenever you received something that was so good, the people around you, you felt their jealousy. You felt them either be uncomfortable, they were not as happy about it, they would even criticize your blessings, your abundance, they would criticize you, they would bring you down, they would try to make you believe that this is not really blessings, this is not really success. So subconsciously, your subconscious is programmed right now to believe that success equals negative. Success equals negative reaction. But you have to believe that you're no longer with those types of people in your life. You cut them off. Well, I hope that you cut them off, because this is not the type of people that you want to have around you, right? So you cut off those people, and the people that you're bringing in is your soul tribe. The people that you're bringing in is people that are going to thrive with you and are going to want for you to thrive. They're not going to be using your success. They're not going to be using you for your success. They're going to want for you to be happy. And this is where the trust comes in and where faith comes in, where you have to believe that you're going to be surrounded by good people, and you have to believe that your success is going to be beneficial for everybody around you, because it will. Your light is so pure, your light is so big that your success is needed. You need to share your light. You need to be successful. You need to have wealth to be able to succeed in this lifetime. You need all these things. And the people that were competitive and that were jealous of it and that they felt bad, and you saw that your success hurt them, because it can happen. Like, you being happy could literally hurt somebody else, because it makes them think that, oh, I'm not good enough. Why is she succeeding? Why is she so happy? Like, what did I do? And it really does hurt the other person, but that is not your problem. You cannot keep dimming your light. You cannot keep dimming your success, sabotaging your success and sabotaging your health, your love, you cannot keep sabotaging these things about you because other people are going to be sad. Baby, they're adults. They're adults. Your presence, your light, your shine, your success is going to trigger people. Be okay with that. It does not have anything to do with you, and it has everything to do with them. You are there to trigger these people into healing. You are there to trigger these people and be like, hey, something I'm doing is not right. You don't have to dim your light. You have to continue on the opposite. In order for you to be able to help them, you cannot dim your light, because you're not helping them. They're going to keep doing what they're doing in their life if you're not successful. If you are successful, it's going to trigger them to the point of them working on themselves and be like, oh shit, like I have to do something. I have to start working on something because she's there and I'm still here. That's what you want to trigger. You have to be as successful, as happy, as fulfilled, as loved as you can be. Your success, your happiness, your love, self-love, growth, awakening, all of that is needed for other people to be triggered into their own awakening. Flip it. Flip that perception. You cannot keep dimming your light. You cannot. No, we're not doing that. This is 2023. We're not doing that. Your success is needed. Put that in your head. And I'm very passionate about this because I understand it. And I'm going through the same emotions. I see this abundance coming in. I see these opportunities coming in. I see this love coming in. I feel loved, happy, everything. And it scares the shit out of me. It scares the shit out of me because I'm like, okay, but if I'm too much, like if I get to the level that I want to get to and that I know that I'm going to get to, if I get to that level, people around me are going to be very uncomfortable. I might lose friends. People around me might start getting jealous. I might receive backlash from people. It's uncomfortable. My heart is uncomfortable thinking about it because I don't want to hurt people. But I also know that my success is needed for other people. I know that my voice is needed. I know that the messages that I have to give are needed. I cannot keep sabotaging my own success in order to make other people happy. That person that is unhappy with my success, that's their problem. It's their triggers. It's their karma. It's their life. It has nothing to do with me. And it has nothing to do with you. And I get it. Like I said, it's scary. It's scary to think that you're going to be so successful. You're going to have the love of your life. You're going to have the house that you want. You're going to have the dog that you want. You're going to have the body that everything is just working out for you. And other people are going to look at you, like especially people that you started with. When you started from the bottom and you're now at the top, people that you started at the bottom with are going to be jealous because they're still there and you're here. And they're going to be like, why is she there when I'm still here? And they're going to try to make you feel bad about it. Oh, you're forgetting where you came from. Oh, you're too much. You're this, you're that, you're whatever. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. These are people in your hometown. These are people around you. There's 8 billion people in the world. Are you going to stop helping 8 billion people in the world for a few hundred people that are in your hometown? Are you going to stop yourself from succeeding and helping billions of people around the world because you don't want to make one person uncomfortable in your surroundings? For one person, how important is that person? Truly. Truly. Help the world. Your success is needed. That abundance, you deserve it and you require it. You need it. Start believing that and flip the perspective. You are there to trigger people. You are there to help people. Allow yourself to trigger people. Allow yourself to help people. Stop dimming your light. Stop it.
Yo, what's up, wonderful humans? Thanks for watching up to this moment. Much love to you. You see now what that beautiful lady was talking about? It's almost the same as what we are talking about here. The only difference is that here we are saying love and care for your neighbor as you do for yourself. That way you shall not be jealous when someone is above you or they have been received more blessings or which you think is no. Love and care for one another as you do for yourself. There's also some videos that have passed, many good vibes. Big up and respect to all the parents, the married couples, our subscribers, all those guys leaving a comment, hitting some super thanks. Much love to you. My heart goes out to everybody out there. You are all loved and respected. Treat people well and share love out there and unity. Peace be with you. Till next time. Goodbye.